Hey there viewers, this is Spartan from Team Astrop Evo, bringing a deck profile update on my Narukami deck. This includes new cards from set 9 and one new card from set 8, which I'll get into in a bit. Also, I changed my build from originally the Indra build into the more standard Vermilion build, so let's get started. The Star Vanguard is Spartan Dragoon, which is still from set 6. What he does is you ride over him and you get to move him to the rearguard circle. Secondary effect, you counterblast 1 and you soul charge and check the top 5 cards for a grade 3, which is mainly your Vermilions, and you add it to your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. And that's a bit about it for with this guy. The trigger lineup is 4 heal triggers. Right there. 4, 8, and 12 criticals. With the new set, that came out, which is set 9, it made it possible for Narukamis to get 12 criticals. And here, the new critical trigger is Spark Edge Draco Kid. So, the reasoning behind 12 crit is the new cross rides out, mainly Platinum Azel from 4 Gold Paladins, Glory Maelstrom for Aquaforce, and the Blood for Narukami, which is in this deck. Reason why only those 3 that I mentioned is because their limit break is actually limit break 5, or aka the ultimate break. So it requires them to actually be at 5 damage to be able to use it. So again, what you do with the 12 crits is you pressure your opponent to always, most of the time, guard against you against your Vanguard. And yeah, so what you can do is, if they either make a perfect guard or made it basically no pass, you could just put on your rear guards and you just attack the Vanguard with those, and then your other rear guard can just pick off your opponent's rear guards, and then that's about it. So yeah, that's what you do with 12 crits in this. So sack card and win games. Alright. Grade 1 lineup is for Vanguard Golds. They are the perfect cards for Narukami. It's basically a necessity to run perfect cards in any deck. You could probably run 3 in this deck, since it is a cross ride deck, but 4 is usually always a safe number. So, and this is the new reprint of the perfect card for set 9, which is I would like to say is a lot prettier foil than the set 6 one. So, yeah. Next up is 4 Red River Dragoons. He is your AK Vanilla booster. He's just there for the sake of boosting for magic numbers. So, yeah. Then I run 2 Photon Bomber Wyverns. He is your 10k booster for your Vanguard if your opponent has 3 or more damage, which is most likely gonna happen in almost every game if you ever get this guy out. So, yeah. Pretty good card. 2 Desert Gunner and Ryan. He is, if you place him in your Vanguard or Rear Guard, you get to choose one of your rear guards, your opponent's grade 2 rear guards, and they cannot intercept for the turn. So, yep, it's pretty decent, and this is a 7k boost. So if you have this behind your Vermilions, which each of them have 11k base, you'll be hitting for magic numbers for 18 against cross rides. Or if you have it behind your cross ride, the Blood, it'll be hitting for 20, which is pretty damn good still. So yeah. Then last up for the grade 2 lineup is Dragon Monk Ginkaku. he's actually from set 8, which is the card that I mentioned earlier. What he does is, if you place it on the Vanguard or Rear Guard, you get to counterblast 1, place the top card of the deck into your damage zone, and then by the end of the turn you could choose 1 card from the damage zone and put it back in your deck and shuffle the deck afterwards. What this guy does is to get your limit break or your ultimate break a lot easier. So yeah, and it's a 6K, so it's not bad. So you can actually have this behind your Vanguard, cross-ride Vanguard rather, and be hitting for 19, which is good against cross-ride Vanguards. Or you have it behind Dusty Plasma Dragon, which I'll get into a bit, or just in a few moments, which is right now. So grade 2 lineup is, like I said before, I run 4 Dusty Plasma Dragon. He is the Burning Horn clone from Kaigero. What he basically does, he is the 12K beater if your Vanguard is a Vermilion. So, but he's a 9K base, but still becomes a 12K beater during your turn if you have Vermilion as a Vanguard. So, yeah, pretty good card. Hit magic numbers a lot easier as well. Then I run 4 Thunderstorm Dragoons. He's the 10K vanilla in this deck. He's also there for the sake of hitting magic numbers, and that's about it for him. 3 Dragonic or Demonic Dragon Berserker Gruda. He is your damage unflipper for hitting the opponent's Vanguard, and it's pretty. I would say it's recommend to run at least 3 of these guys, because the Vermilion's limit break and ultimate break take 3 counterblasts, so it's pretty good to pressure your opponent just to stop you from, or at least pressure your opponent to use up their hand to guard against this guy, and it'll help you use the ultimate break or limit break more often if you with these guys. So yeah. Then I run 1 Draconic Death Scythe. What he does is play on their Vanguard or Rear Guard. You counterblast 2, and you get to retire a grade 2 or less Rear Guard. So the only reason you might want to run 1 is most of the time you'll be using the limit break or ultimate break with the Vermilions, and can't really say you have room to counterblock with this guy too often, so that's why you will probably only need to run 1 of these guys. So yeah, like if you ever get the chance to, or at least if you don't have enough counterblast for the Vermilions, this is your guy right here. And okay, for the grade 3 lineup, for regular Vermilions, the glare is kind of glaring, but yeah. There you go, a lot better. And 3 the Bloods. Alright, like I mentioned before, their limit break and ultimate break takes 3 counterblasts, and for the regular Vermilion, it is you get additional 2,000 power, and you get to attack the front row of your opponent for the turn. So basically, it stops him from intercepting, since he's attacking them at the same time. So yeah. And then for the Blood, nearly identical effect, except you getting 5,000 power and a critical +1. So this one's a lot better, but it's a harder requirement since it's the ultimate break. So yeah. I prefer would like to run 4 the Bloods, but I just don't have 4, so tough luck for me. But then again, it's probably better. I would probably say probably the best case to run 4 regular millies, since it's a lot easier to pull off the limerick for him, since you just need 4 damage and 3 count. Well, both of them needs 3 counter blasts, but you just need to be at 4 damage to use the limerick for a regular million. Again, it's preference based. It's up to you to decide how the ratios goes. So, and then for the field setup for this deck, it's like, I would say it's like any kind of generic beatdown deck. Just just set up magic number columns and he'll be good for the whole game, I would say, or at least, and then the rest relies on luck for both you and your opponent. So yeah. Alright, that's it about this deck profile, and if you'd like to see more videos of this, let's see, like this video, comment below, and subscribe to our channel. This is Spartan from Team Master of Evil, and I'll see you guys next time.